name is Marnessa. I'm an integrative healing arts practitioner, a certified life coach, and your intuitive guide. And in today's video, I wanted to define twin flames and talk a little bit about my own observation. Just to let you guys know, I did write a blog on this topic, and I'm going to link that underneath this video in the description box. So make sure to check it out because there's probably going to be some extra information for you there as well. So twin flames are basically the same soul blueprint split into two parts, into two bodies, right? So as they incarnated from source, they were the same blueprint, and then when they incarnated onto the planet, they split into two parts, one embodying the divine masculine and divine feminine energy, although they both still embody masculine and feminine energy within, just like everybody else. And that is why you'll often hear twin flames saying that they feel like home to one another, because they basically are from the same place, from the same source. All right. Twin flames are on this planet because of a specific soul purpose, and most of the time they're clearing out a lot of ancestral lineage, a lot of karma, and teaching unconditional love. They differ from soulmates because of their soul mission, and that is one of the main things that basically separates or is a difference between the soulmate and twin flame connections. You will often see twin flames incarnating in totally different scenarios and situations, and they're experiencing life in a different sense, because as they come together, they're actually putting together all of their learnings throughout their lives and then creating their reality into something more than what has already been, right? And you'll often see them incarnating in very dysfunctional situations where they'll have very dysfunctional childhoods, wars, childhood abuse, just very tough situations. Well, they'll have a lot of traumas and a wounded inner child, and this is because they are of their soul mission. They're learning how to heal this pattern within their own lineage and then the collective at large, right? Because they have the power and ability to mirror one another in a way where their wounds just come up, okay? And then they learn that. So that is part of the mission. And I hope that you guys understand now, where I'm coming from with this. So this connection is not going to fall under the category of any kind of traditional connections and relationships. It does not fall under the category of social, cultural, or religious expectations. It is totally opposite and totally different, okay? Most of the time we're learning how to be unconditionally loving, trusting, how to let go of attachments, how to, just let go, right, of old cycles, of patterns, codependencies, addictions, and all of the unhealthy junk, that has been in the past. And that is why you will see a lot of twin flames going through this tough and challenging time, because they're learning how to heal all of this, okay? And it's going to teach you a lot about yourself, as well as a lot about the connections and what love truly is. Twin flames differ from soulmates because as twin flames come together, they have to be completely mastered within their own being. They have to be whole. They have to be two whole and mastered beings in order to come into union. And as they do that, they create a third energy. So they have to be whole within their own being, mind, body, spirit, okay? While soulmates are two coming together and creating and being one, right? So you're finding your other half and being one, whereas twin flames have to be completely whole when they come together, creating a third energy, okay? So you will see a lot of twin flames in separation, and a lot of them are long distance, right? The separation is only because they need to learn how to become whole within their own being, okay? And then the long distance is because at those who are long distance, on a soul level, they have chosen to work with one another from that energetic standpoint, to realize that the connection is still there no matter how far, or no matter where you are, or no matter who you are. They've actually chosen to be on this path, to play around in this vibrational state of being, right? And to explore the higher dimensional energies. And that is, right now when we're stepping into, the whole transition of the planet and the fifth dimension, this is kind of part of it. This is kind of part of tapping into those energies and working with one another on a vibrational and energetic standpoint, okay? And this is how they learn how to operate in those kind of states. So let's see, separation is a stage where most people get very confused, and they don't take this situation very seriously, because most of the times when twins meet one another, they will want to be together, but then there's a lot of stuff around them that they need to clear and they need to learn first before they get to one another, before they get into union. So this has to be really taken seriously. A lot of people are talking about runner chaser dynamic, and I call it kind of a push and pull, because it is a push and pull of energies. This energy between these two individuals is so grand that when they actually meet and they come to one another, they're both kind of scared, okay? They both kind of run away if they feel like the other one is kind of pushing too much. So I'm kind of getting off topic here, but this is what I want to kind of share in my next videos as well. But right now I'm kind of defining the twin flame and the separation, because I know that a lot of twins are in separation right now, and they're needing clarity, and I totally get that. So I want to share my sense of my little bit of senses on this, because I believe that as we all share the experiences and the way we observe it, we'll be able to figure out what this is about and the purpose of the entire mission here. So let's see, the oftentimes the chaser thinks they're innocent and they are ready for union, and they're blaming the other, and well, this is not always the case. The chaser needs to realize that we all create our own realities, and that you are in charge of what you allow in and out of your life, and you can't expect something unless you're completely healed, right? So we need to be completely healed within our own being. We need to release. We have to open up the heart again, because most of the hearts of the twin flames have been scarred in a pretty serious way. But you've signed up for this mission, and you can do it, because you wouldn't be on the mission, okay? So it's not like this connection is one size fits all, and that's why it's important for all of us to kind of share from one another and to teach one another about what we're doing, because we're newly stepping into this and tapping into this and kind of exploring what all of this is about. And sometimes what is to heal and clear is not clear to us. So for as long as we're actually wanting a union before we are thinking and only wanting to heal, we're going to be stuck in a cycle. You can't want a union until you really want to be healed and whole within yourself first, okay? You have to be whole within yourself. You have to master your being. We are all here to be masters and to show the way. So as you are mastering your own alignment, you're teaching others how to master their own alignment and become whole within their beings. We're actually collapsing the old paradigms of how connections should be, not being with one another for reasons, for financial reasons, for children and family, because tradition wants you to be that way, blah blah blah, because you need one another. No, because you want to create something more. You want to be whole within your own self, and then there's nothing more beautiful than being with somebody who is actually whole within their own being, and you put those two together and you're just gonna blast. So that's so cool. That just came through. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I feel about this. And if you're not clear about what you need to heal and release, just ask your guides, ask your spirit guides, ask spirit, pray. Wake up each morning and ask your inner being and spirit to show you clearly the way, so that you can see, so that you can get out of the cycle of wanting to be in union, or of the cycle of this sense of something outside of yourself, right? So you really just want to say, Spirit, please show me clearly in order for me to know what I need to clear. Take me or show me to introduce me to a teacher, to a healer who will be able to assist me from this point in time, you know. And then I'm sure, trust in yourself and in your spirit and in your guidance, and you'll get there, and you'll know spirit will give you exactly what you need at that point. So you have all the tools and everything that you need within yourself to heal this, to go through this, to experience this. And you know, don't be tough on yourself, and don't give yourself a hard time if you've been, you know, in a state where you've been confused, because most of the twins are confused in the beginning. And so just take it easy and allow your inner guidance to guide you, and you'll have the clarity that you need. And I hope that this has helped you guys. Be sure to check out the article that I wrote on this. It's going to be right below this video, so check it out. And I will talk to you guys next time. I'll actually share a lot more about twin flames and different cycles and you know, healing techniques and so forth in my future videos. So I will see you next time.